Welcome back to the second half of our car replay attack demo. So we're going to run a real car hack. We have just recorded some packets from our controller area network using CANdump. It saved them into a log file with a long timestamp name, but it starts with CANdump, and that's the important part. We'll be able to use our tab key to capture that file name and use it. Now we're going to learn how to use the CANplayer, the controller area network player. So our last cool utility from CanUtils, CANdump, will now let us use the coolest tool, CANplayer, to replay, and we just give it a -i for an input file, and we're going to input that log file over our virtual controller area network. So let's switch back over to Kali Linux and see this work. Alright, I still need my IC simulator up and running, and you notice it's got some traffic on it right now because my controller is still running. We will show the controller going away in just a second. But I'm going to replay by using CANplayer. So one more quick time. Let's do an ls, and we see that we do have a log file that was created automatically for us when we did CANdump space -l for logging on vcan0. That was our previous command. So you can see that command right there by hitting your up arrow a couple of times. Now we are going to use CANplayer and use the input file -I cand, and just stop with cand and hit tab, and you notice it picks up that log file, and then tell it vcan0. Mine wrapped around a little bit there. Oh, and we got an error here. If you specify the network, you have to say vcan0 equals vcan0. In this case, we want to replay over the same network, so I will modify that in the PDF that I give you. We're just going to run CANplayer-I CANdump, and it will rerun on CAN0, on vcan0, or we could say vcan0 equals vcan0. I'm just going to say CANplayer-I CANdump, and now what CANplayer is going to do is replay on this controller area network. Well, I still have this other controller over here. So if I kill it, notice no one's in control of my vehicle right now. It's being replayed from a file. So my doors are unlocking. You can see I'm running almost 100 miles per hour. My doors just locked again. My turn signals are coming on. And no one is touching the steering wheel. No one's touching the controls for this car. I'm actually replaying a CANplayer file. Wow, very cool. We're turning left and right. You'll see us slow down in a little bit here. Let's go back and do just a little bit of review. Wow. So you remember we slowed down, we turned on the signal, and we accelerated again. We can lock and unlock those doors. You see that all happening hands-free. I'm not touching the keyboard. Everything is happening from that log file. So we just did CANplayer-I CANdump 2017-07-18. Well, we just had to say CANd tab. So CANd tab gave us that CANdump file. And notice my car is stuck going that speed. I can rerun it again, and it'll take it back down to 0, raise it back up, and we'll lock and unlock all the doors, turn on the blinkers. Anytime I want to affect my virtual car in the same way I did before, all I have to do is replay this. Well, you would probably want to use this in an actual attack in your own car if you wanted to test your car's security, just by doing one thing at a time. So turn on CANdump and turn on the right blinker, and then turn off CANdump, and then turn off your blinker, your turn signal, then run CANplayer and see if your turn signal turns on. And then the same thing for accelerator and steering left and right and everything else that we can do in a car, unlocking and locking the doors, turning on the stereo, the air conditioning, and then listen back by replaying that attack and see if it actually has the same effect. There are lots of ways you could use this CANplayer routine with the CANdump and CANplayer, the car or controller area network replay attack, to test the security of your own car, or to actually inject packets into a car if you needed to do so. So if your car is having trouble, let's say you can't unlock your doors anymore, something's wrong with your door lock, you can actually use the CANplayer to find out what the packet is that you would send to unlock your doors, or go to somebody else with the same vehicle and replay that anytime you want to be able to lock and unlock your doors. I've actually seen people lose the ability to use their power windows, but if you can use the CAN network and it allows you to inject it back in, you can roll your windows down using your computer. That may not be the most practical, but it's very cool to be able to do so when you need to. It's also great to be able to just read messages from your car so you can tell when something's wrong. So what we've seen how to do here is take a CAN dump or a picture, a log file of our controller area network traffic, and then replay it using CANplayer to replay all of those controller area network messages on a real simulated car here, a virtual controller area network. If you've got a control cable, you can run this and try it with your own vehicle, but do so only if it is your vehicle and if you're okay fixing something if you break it. Remember, it is relatively safe to play with things on your controller area network, but you don't ever want to do this if your only transportation is that one vehicle, and you don't have some money saved up for repairs in case anything goes wrong. I have some money saved up for repairs, so I actually used my car in our National Cyber Warrior Academy camp here on the University of North Georgia's Dahlonega campus, and I'm going to provide a quick look at or link to the Facebook video as a little bonus after our review. So we'll do a quick review next with a couple of the changes that we picked up here, like removing the vcan 0 from CANplayer. We could either say vcan 0 equals vcan 0 because we're replaying over the same port that we recorded, or we can just say CANplayer-I, and the CAN dump file has all of the information about what network it was played on. So we're able to replay that. We'll look at that in the review, and then we'll see a little bonus section for fun.